The houses that October built. This is a fun movie for a hand cam found footage type movie. This is one of the best ones. It's about a group of friends that are going around the United States looking for the most extreme haunted house attractions. It follows them over a period of like 5 days. And they start going off to your regular like barn haunts and stuff like that. And they hear about a haunt called the Blue Skeleton, which is supposed to be one of the most extreme haunts in the country. Rumors of real body parts as props, people dying there, all that shit. And as they go, they're constantly filming, and the people that run the haunts don't like that. They keep telling them to stop filming, threatening them with violence if they don't hand over tapes. And then the real fun happens. All of a sudden, when they're not on the property of the haunts and they're just in their RV in the middle of nowhere, people from the places they visited are showing up outside their RV. Next thing they know, there's footage of them showing up in places, things being left on the RV, they're being followed. It's a lot of fun. It's a pretty tense movie. After the half-hour mark, the first 30 minutes, just like most movies, is just kind of getting to know the main characters, what their plan is in the movie and whatnot. But yeah, right around the 30 or 32 minute mark, shit starts to get real fun. And once that scene happens, you're in for a ride for the rest of the movie. It's like 91 minutes long, so you get a good hour of fun. And like I said, it's a tense movie. It's a claustrophobic film because like a lot of it takes place when they're just in their RV talking about what happened and then their plans for the next day. And when it's not in the RV, then they're in like haunted houses and shit like that. So a lot of it's filmed in tight areas. It really helps the atmosphere of the movie. One thing I truly appreciate about this movie is that they don't try the stupid based on a true story gimmick that like a good 99% of these fucking hand cam movies rely on nowadays. This is a fun movie, guys. Just, you gotta pick it up. It's been a couple years since I watched it. Like, it came out in 2014. I think I watched it like 2015 or 16, shortly before the second one came out. And so it's been at least 2 or 3 years, and I think I actually enjoyed it more this time than I did the first time I watched it. It's shocking. Now, you're not going to get any gore. It's not a gory movie by any means. It's more of a psychological flick. Likes to play on the what ifs and whatnot, especially when everything goes black and you hear the screaming and the scuffling, and you're just wondering, like, what the fuck would I do if that was me and my friends? And it's really fun just thinking up the scenarios of what you and your buds would do in that same situation. Pretty much a free-for-all for a fight back, right? So it's fair game, whatever you want. It's definitely going to be in my yearly October rotation now. Now that I remember how much fucking fun I had watching it. I don't really know much else about the cast or crew, what else they worked on besides the sequel. The sequel was okay. I don't know if I'm going to bother watching it or not, but I do remember it being almost exactly the same as the first one, except with a rather different ending. I fucking love the ending to this first one, and I feel like it didn't need a sequel. The way this ended, it was fucking rough, man. I loved it. I absolutely fucking loved it. And I want to say what happens, but I also don't want to be that asshole that spoils movies. I feel like I might have said a little too much already about some things that happen, but I'm trying to keep it vague on the events in the movie. And I hope that you guys either watch this on Shudder or Tubi, or pick up a cheap copy on Amazon or eBay. It's worth having in the collection, folks. It's something else for I keep saying, for a hand cam found footage type movie. It fucking blew me away. It's gotta be one of my favorites, up there with the Poughkeepsie tapes. And that's really all I can say about this, because I don't want to say anything that really happens in it. Just trust me on this. This movie is dope as shit. Just pick up a copy. You won't be sorry. It is, especially if you have friends or anything that are claustrophobic or aren't a big fan of haunted houses. Have them over and throw this on and just enjoy their reactions. Actually, the main reason, because like I said, you're probably wondering, why the fuck did you even watch this if you hate found footage hand cam movies? The reason I checked this out in the first place is I found out about it and the sequel and the upcoming sequel when I was on a huge kick watching videos on YouTube of the McCarmy Manor, one of the most extreme haunts in the United States. And like the McCarmy Manor shit, they don't fuck around. It looks like a lot of fun, but there's no way I'd ever be able to do it. With my back, I'd end up getting out of there fucking crippled for what they do to people. Also, in interviews I've heard, like, you've got to sign a waiver that you're drug and alcohol free. And, like, the only way to do a haunted house is stoned out of your fucking gourd. That's just going to make it more fun. And so there's that. And then also, too, I've heard at McCarmy, the more you swear, the harder they go on you. And, well, You guys have watched my videos. You know what my language is like. So that's why I say I would end up fucking crippled going to that thing. Uh, so instead of me going to McCarmy Manor, I'll just stay home and watch the houses October built. I think I get just as much enjoyment from it. So yeah, with that said, pick the flick up, folks. Stay fucking sleazy. Peace.